Here we are at Manners Hill Park in Peppermint Grove in Western Australia. It's the 22nd of November and this is the annual Porsche Concours Day. Today we'll be interviewing a few Porsche owners and finding out why they love Porsche. Stick around, it's 24 degrees in Perth, there's not a cloud in the sky, and it's an absolutely perfect day. If you're watching this from overseas in COVID isolation, we wish you good luck. I'm with Walter Eppel, who, Walter's my mechanic. He looks after our Mercedes-Benzes and in the past my Porsches, and we keep going back to him. I don't know. Anyway, this is Walter's car. It started life as a road-going 89 SC, is it?
No, 78 911 SC.
78 911 SC.
Yeah.
So that's a slim-bodied car. This car has had a history of classic rallying, racing, and it's a real old warhorse. It's got the battle scars on it. And Walter, you're campaigning it at the moment?
Yes.
What's the series?
Wanneroo in West Australian Sports and Sports Car Association race series.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you're racing against other sports cars. What's in the series?
We've got 997 Mark IIs, 997 GT3R, Lamborghini Hurricane, Lamborghini Gallardo, and then in sports sedans we've got V8 supercars and sports sedans.
Wow. Do they stand a chance against this?
Yeah, unfortunately they do.
Okay, I want you to explain, for the person who's watching this who doesn't understand race cars, there's things that make a race car, and the first thing is to start with a very rigid chassis, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
why done through caging.
Yes, that's why I got a comprehensive cage, and it was really well reinforced. So all the suspension points are tied in it, so the car's very rigid and stable.
Yes.
On the track.
And then the next thing is big brakes.
Yeah.
So what are they, Walter?
The front brakes are 4-piston calipers of an old early V8 supercars.
Really?
With 370 mil diameter brake disc. On the back I'm running 996 GT3 Series 1 front calipers and 996 GT3 rear discs.
That's a lot of brakes.
It certainly is. It does stop well, and only weighs 1,150 kilos compared to the cars in my class where I run. Most of them weigh 1,300 kilos, so I've got about 150 kilos weight advantage.
Yes. And what's powering it today? Obviously it started life with was it a 3 litre?
It originally was a 3 litre SC engine. Yep. It's today a 3.6 litre turbocharged car. It doesn't represent anything that it originated. Also runs a G50 gearbox.
Okay, so the earlier gearbox,
No, the later one.
Oh, sorry, the G50's the later.
The 915 was early, and then
that's
the G50.
Right.
Yeah.
So the crankcase from this started life at what, a 930 or something?
964.
A 964. Yeah. A turbo car?
Nope.
Okay, so non-turbo crankcase, and then you put the cylinders on it.
Yeah, basically it's like a 964 standard engine, but I've got different rods in it. I've got now a different crankshaft in it. But the headspace is not ported because turbocharged, you do not have to have a lot of work done there.
Sure.
I'm running different camshafts on it, like 993 Evo 2 cams.
Yep.
And then just different exhaust system, turbo, big intercooler.
And what are you producing? What's it putting out?
About 500 horsepower on the back wheels. 500
horsepower at the back wheels. That should be just enough. Walter, let's go down the front and have a look at all that ventilation system and the surge tank for the fuel.
No problem.
I love race cars for the sheer artistry of the engineering. Yeah. For me, I just think it's fantastic. When I look at all the beautiful welding around all of these, this is your main fuel tank.
That's my main fuel tank, yeah. And then I've got a surge tank here. So the surge, which feeds the two main pumps.
Got it. But the purpose of the surge tank is that once you've got fuel in this small container, it doesn't move around. You've got it captured.
Yeah. That tank is always full. This pump pumps the petrol from the main tank in here and keeps it always full. But this is overflow, which actually runs back here. So that tank's always full.
Okay, and these are quick filler...
quick race refill. Yeah,
so this is your oil collection tank?
That's my main oil tank.
Okay.
And that's the old catch tank.
And bearing in mind, of course, these cars are dry sumped.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, it's beautiful. And this is...
my brake...
so that's a front and rear piston?
Yeah, it got two tandem brake master cylinders. One's for the front and one's for the rear.
Got it, I thought so.
They got pressure sensors on it, so
Yeah.
on the MyTech dash, I can actually see what pressures are produced when I balance the brakes from the rear.
Got it. And so the cage comes right through the cabin, through the firewall, and right down to the front. So it's inherently a very safe car.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, beautiful work. And this is your oil cooler here.
There's an oil cooler here, and there's one here too.
Okay, so the air passes through here and then escapes
through the bonnet.
through the top of the bonnet, through here, which is fantastic. Why didn't you have it expelling into the wheel arches?
Oh, when you actually get the pressured air into the wheel arch, it actually creates lift in the front.
Of course it would.
Yeah.
Of course,
So
and also heated air under there too.
Yeah. The heat's probably not that much of an issue, but it's just ventilating into the wheel arch creates lift on the front wheels.
It
So
absolutely.
ventilating through the bonnet, it actually keeps the vacuum in the wheel arches.
in the wheel arches.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I see the wheel arches too are vented.
Yeah.
And the ones
But-
on the back are on the arches.
Yeah, but that's actually more case of need having them on air because I've got bigger wheels on than what Sean had on the car.
Yeah.
So and I had to lower it for doing that. Then it actually the tires rub through the fenders. So
Okay.
I put those extensions on, but also acting now as a ventilation for the wheel arch.
Very good. By the way, Sean was the previous owner of the car.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a quick look inside. I'd love to see those jacking points and see how they wouldn't work on grass, that's for sure.
No, and you need very high. I'll use nitrogen to actually pump them up.
Okay, got it. So once again, we've got this bracing through the...
Yeah.
Because the car's like a big cardboard box and it will twist unless it's braced.
Yeah.
So these triangulations make the car incredibly stiff.
It does. Yeah.
So, Walter, that blue canister, that's one of the jacking points,
Yeah,
is that
that's
right?
a checking point for it. And then I've got an electric oil pump here on the floor for the scavenge of the turbocharger. So
I see.
I've got an electric pump sucking the oil from the turbocharger back into the oil.
And the point there is turbochargers need to be lubricated too and cooled.
Yeah.
How does the turbo get cooled?
With oil.
Okay, so it's air cooled, oil cooled, like the
Oil-cooled,
engine.
yeah.
Fantastic. Hey, Walter.
Yeah.
What I love about this car is that it's a warhorse. It's got scars. It's rough and ready.
It's not a show car.
It's been into battle.
Yeah.
And I just love that. Walter, great talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Simon.
Fabulous, buddy.
Thank you.
So you brought your girlfriend back?
I brought my girlfriend, yeah. She didn't have an alternative thing to do.
We're talking to John, and John owns this, did you say 89?
89. Yeah.
89 944 Series 2. And oh my goodness, what a car. It is, the stance about this car is what really makes it stand out. Like I saw you drive in it, John, and I couldn't take my eyes off it. It was sensational. It's something about the ratio between the height and the width and just the way the whole thing looks. It just sits beautifully. What's his background?
I'm not really quite sure, not having gone into it, but I believe that it was done over east. Is that right?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, John.
The chap that had it prior to the owner I bought
Yeah.
it from had it over east. We think that he set it up for track work.
Right.
There's new
Yes.
Coney coilover suspension, bigger brakes,
Yeah.
short shifter.
And it would drive amazingly.
It's very, very nice to drive. I've probably only driven it 10 kilometres since I owned it.
Wow, okay.
Yes, which was
So
yesterday.
There's things that I love about Porsche, and firstly, they're great to drive. So when you turn that wheel, they literally, like even the flicking the windscreen washers, everything's instant. It's a great feeling of being alive. But
The only thing that's not is trying to start these.
okay, yeah,
They're very sluggish.
That's what big. It's a 3-litre 4, isn't it?
Yes.
That's a big lump of engine. Each of those pistons are quite large.
Yeah.
But the point where I'm getting to is not only are they fun, they're fast, they're sexy to look at, but geez, they're well built, aren't they? They're really well built. So how many kilometres has this done?
265,000.
Say that again.
265. I can't believe it myself.
And look at it, it's Hollywood.
Yeah,
It is gorgeous.
absolutely.
And they wear well. It's a testimony to the German quality. That's what I say. It's fantastic.
I guess so.
Let's have a look inside,
Yep,
because that's where cars really wear.
yep. Yes, and that's very interesting with this car too, I think, is that it is in such good condition.
It's
internally.
extraordinary.
It is.
It is extraordinary. If you said it was 2 years old, like that's feasible.
The centre console, I don't know what you'd call it, the little
Yeah.
That is the sort of condition you'd expect a car like this to be in, but
Indeed.
all over the interior.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's really wonderful how it's been looked after.
Oh, it is. John, it's literally gorgeous.
I mean, the sills aren't even more.
Yeah. So what are your plans for it?
I'm going to use it as a daily driver.
Right.
I have a couple of other cars, 911 here and some other ones, but this car's air conditioned.
It's easy to drive.
I live in Dunsborough. I come to
Yeah.
Perth regularly.
Yeah.
Not having cruise control is a recipe for disaster with your licence.
Yeah, true.
So I'm going to find a way to fit cruise control to this and use it as my up and down car, I think.
Sensational. Well, John, it's been great.
Thank you very much.
I know you're going to enjoy this car.
I know I am too. I can't wait to have a really good drive.
Fantastic.
Thank
you, John.
Thank you.